ESL Level 4. My name is Fernando Alvarez and I will be your teacher for this school year. I want to go over some of the basics for this class and some of the expectations and outcomes that will come about when you come through these doors or when you link to Zoom. First, I want to give you a warm welcome. I hope you learned something useful in this class. My goal here is to teach you English so you can go out and interact with people, get a job, improve your language skills, and improve your academic skills. So, based on those premises, I want to introduce you to the format of the class, how the attendance works, some of the materials you will need, the expectations in class, the outcomes from this class, in case you have a grievance, and the promotion process. Format. The class is designed to improve your spelling and writing skills. So you came from level 3 with your basic knowledge of grammar, punctuation, and spelling. Those skills will be improved. You will practice more and more complex writing, spelling, and speaking. So you will learn new vocabulary every week. That vocabulary may range from everyday items to more technical words. How would you learn new vocabulary? You will learn it through reading stories, writing a sentence or a short story using the new vocabulary. You will improve your listening skills by taking dictation. So some of those stories will be read to you and you will write them while you listen to them. So after you're done listening to the story, you will talk about it with your classmates. This is to practice your listening. Also, it helps you improve your spelling for homophone words. You will also talk to your classmates, which is a very important part of learning. Here's an example of the format. Let's say you're learning how to ask for medical help. The lesson would be Introduction to Vocabulary, body parts, ailments, symptoms, pertinent questions. For example, how to say, my stomach hurt. How to explain to your doctor how your stomach hurt. Learning body parts, such as femur, index finger, cranium, etc. Pertinent questions, such as how often do I take this medication? What are the side effects of this medication? Application of vocabulary, such as injectable, oral, ointment. How do we know the difference between those words? What does those words mean? Etc. Practice of vocabulary. We will listen to a story about a sick person that goes to the doctor, and this person explains the symptoms. We will also read a story of a person that did not follow through with treatment and what happens. This way, we will learn how to read, how to listen, and we will apply the words we just learned. We review the vocabulary, By writing. You will write your own little story that has to be fake most of the times for privacy reasons, and you will share it with your classmates. Also, you will talk about what you learned in class. Attendance. Attendance is very important to be successful. We meet 4 times a week, Monday through Thursday. The lesson begins 10 minutes after the hour as to allow people to settle in. However, if you are later than 10 minutes, it's okay. Just walk through the door, take a seat, and do not interrupt. If you link to Zoom later than 10 minutes, just click on the raise your hand button to make sure that I see that you're here and turn off your microphone. This is also important when you log in through Zoom. Fridays are used as distribution days and one-on-one time with a scheduled appointment. So if you want to talk to me, please let me know during the week so we can arrange a time to meet on Fridays. Also, Fridays is the time when you turn in your distance learning homework. Distance learning is Thursday. So I show you a movie or a clip, give you a packet, you fill out that packet based on what you watched. Also, on the following week, you take a quiz based on the information from that movie or that packet, and then you turn everything in. In order for you to get extra hours on your distance learning, you should have your homework completed and the quiz. Please let me know if you're not going to be here. It's very important for me to know so I don't drop you. If you're absent more than 8 instructional days, you will be dropped from the class if I don't hear from you. If you tell me that you will be absent more than a month, it is better for you to separate from the class and then re-enroll when you have time. You're also required to test every month. It is very important for you to test since that is how we get funding for the class. Materials. For this class, you will need a notebook. Any notebook is fine. I prefer the square ones, but any notebook is fine. By square, I mean the one that has little squares, the math ones, not that the notebook has to be square. Pens, color green, red, blue, and black, also a pencil. It's important because when I teach you vocabulary or when I teach you punctuation, I like to use colors to distinguish between the part of the sentence or the parts of speech, etc., etc. Also, it is important to have colors because you will have to write the correct answer on a different color than whatever the mistake was made. If you are online, you will need access to a computer or a smartphone. Also, you will need those technologies to communicate with me in writing and to access some applications that we will discuss in class. If you are taking your class online, please make sure you are in a quiet place because we can hear everything around you. So you cannot be cooking breakfast or talking to your children or watching television while in class. Please remember that we are able to hear and sometimes see everything that is around you. So keep that in mind when you log in with your Zoom link. Also, please provide us with a valid email because that is the way we communicate most of the time. If you do not provide a valid email, it's very unlikely we will be able to be in touch. Then we have some expectations. You are expected to attend class every day. Of course, if you are sick, if you have an appointment, if you have other things to do, just please let me know and we can arrange makeups. It is important for you to let me know, again, to avoid you being dropped. I understand we are adults and we have adult lives, so, if there's open communication, it is much better. Participate in the prescribed activities. When I give you an activity, that is because that activity is going to help you improve your English. It may look hard, but if you try it, you will improve over time. Respect your classmates' personhood because we come from different countries, different backgrounds, we speak different languages, so we have to respect each other. Use kind and polite language. So if you need help from me, if you need help from a fellow student, please do it politely. If you are not sure how to do it politely, I am very happy to teach you. Ask questions. Do not keep things to yourself if you do not understand a topic. That is why you are here. You are here to learn. Therefore, any question that you have, you may ask it because it is part of the learning journey. Here we are to learn. We are here to improve our skills, and my number one priority is for you to learn. So I am here to teach you. So if you do not tell me that you do not understand, I am not able to help you. The one that is very, very important as well is the CASAS test. That is how we get our funding. That is why when you enroll in this class, you are not charged a penny. This class is funded by your testing scores. So keep that in mind. Also, respect other people's time. People come to the class to learn, to get something out of their time. So please do not engage in chit-chat in class. Do not distract others while in class. Also, again, if you are home, please be on a quiet place while in class because we are able to hear and see everything if you have your camera on. Now, I recommend the Zoom people to have their microphones off unless you need to participate. Other than that, just keep your microphone off all the time unless you need to talk, all right? What are the outcomes? While you are in this class, through the year, you will be able to explore and increase your vocabulary independently. My main goal here is to teach you how to be a lifelong learner. That means inspire your curiosity, inspire you to look forward to more and more learning by yourself. Able to interact with native speakers with more ease. So by practicing our verbal skills, our listening skills, and our writing skills, we will be able to communicate more effectively with native English speakers. You will be able to read and write at a higher level. So you come from level 3, you will be able to start reading and writing at a level 5 once you're done with the class. You will improve your spelling and punctuation. So again, when we do the dictation exercises, you will be hearing words that may sound the same but are spelled differently and mean different things. So that exercise will help you distinguish them within context. Also, when you write more, your punctuation will improve, your sentences will improve, and you will be able to communicate better. Again, when you listen to stories, when you listen to narratives, when you watch videos, your listening comprehension will improve because you will be listening to more and more words more and more often. You will also be introduced to new words that you will be listening more and more often, and you will be able to understand them better and apply them in context. Also, you will be aware of tools and resources in the community, not just regarding learning English, but also how to get a high school equivalency diploma, how to get into community college, how to get into trade school, how to get some assistance with your schools, with your child's schools, sorry, how to get some immigration assistance through community resources, etc. And sometimes we may encounter some issues, so I want you to help you resolve those issues. So if you have any grievances, please, and this is very important, talk to me first. If you see that there's an issue with the materials, if you see that there's an issue with deliverance of delivering of the materials, please let me know. Let's talk about it. If I do not know, if I am not aware that there is a problem, I cannot solve it. So as soon as you perceive that there is a problem, please let me know immediately. If you feel that we have not come to a satisfactory conclusion to the problem, please schedule an appointment with me and an administrator so we can talk about it more and explain the reasons why certain things happen a certain way, etc., etc., etc. Promotions. You're expected to move on to the next level. How does that happen? You're expected to move to the next level once you have the appropriate hours and a reading score of 211 and a listening score of 210. That's not all, that's the trigger. So once you reach those scores, you will trigger an examination. And the promotion examination is on Fridays. So remember, I mentioned that on Friday is kind of the administrative office hours time. So during that time, you will write a sample about certain experiences or something else that may be given. Also, you will have an oral exam. That means I will ask you questions and I will grade you on the understanding of the questions and how you respond to those questions. At the end of that examination, that paperwork will be turned into the counselor and they will take the appropriate determination on your skill level. They will be able to determine if you are ready to move on or stay here. Now, let's say you have the scores, you pass the examination, the counselor has decided to move you to the next level. Please give it at least 2 weeks on the next level to see if you're a match. If after 2 weeks you feel that you are not ready, you're welcome to talk to the counselor and discuss options. However, do not just jump to conclusions based on the first 2 days. Give it at least 2 weeks. So that's it from me. Thank you for enrolling. I hope you enjoyed your stay in my class, and I am looking forward to seeing you. Thank you.